So here's an example actually using the same numbers as the one I did on specific identification, but instead we're going to do weighted average. So with weighted average, all we have to do is figure out our weighted average cost. So to do that, we're just going to take our total cost of the units, which is right here. All the units we purchased together cost $25,220. And then our total number of units is 1,300. We'll make that dollars. So our average cost per unit then is just the total cost divided by the total units, or $19.40 per unit. What's nice about this is it gives us sort of a weighted average. We just take total cost divided by the total units. Now we know how much on average a unit cost. Then to figure out our cost of goods sold, we just take the units we sold. We know that we sold 1,020 units. Take the average cost per unit. And so the average cost per unit times the units sold will be our cost of goods sold. And to find the value of our cost of our ending inventory, we can have the units remaining. So if we had 1,300 units and we sold 1,020, we know there's 280 units still in inventory at the end of the month. Our average cost per unit is the same one we just figured out up here. So the cost of our ending inventory is just the units remaining times the average cost per unit. Don't know why it didn't do that as dollars, but there it is. So yeah, I mean that's all we do is we just figure out the average cost and then apply that average to the number of units we sold to the number of units remaining, and that's how we figured out using the weighted average when we're doing a periodic inventory system like this. Anyway, hope that was helpful.